You want a story? I went to the weirdest school in the world, and whilst I was at this school, my friends and I wrote a list of 50 things to do before we left the school. And one of the things on that list was to break into the tunnel under the chapel. Now, we weren't certain what was under the chapel, because every time we went in for a chapel service, the pulpit was situated above what looked like a trap door. And every now and again, we would go into the chapel in the daytime to take a look, and the pulpit would have been removed. You could see quite visibly there was quite a big trapdoor placed right in the middle of the sort of corridor of the chapel between the two sets of pews. So of course that went down on the list. One evening we arranged to all meet up outside the chapel when we knew no one would be around. We snuck in, walked along the corridor with the lights off of course to make sure if someone did come in they couldn't see us. We did have to move the pulpit ourselves, and to our delight when we pulled the hatch it did actually open up. So one at a time we lowered ourselves into what just looked like a sort of tunnel beneath us. When we went in, we realised that actually it was no more than sort of 1.5 feet high. So all of us essentially had to get down onto our knees and crawl into this tunnel. And when we got into this tunnel, we realised two things. Number one, many students had already been on this adventure and snuck into this basement underneath the chapel, because every inch of wall almost was covered with engravings of students' names, including the older brother of someone who was doing this with us. At the ends of this tunnel was all of the chapel wine, probably 20 bottles of chapel wine. Technically, we ticked off what was on the list. We left, closed the trap door, left the chapel, but we knew we would need to return for two reasons. Number one, to engrave our names, and number two, to steal the wine. That's the end of part one. You can have that one.